Hi, my name is Intao Chen, but feel free to call me Sunny. This week, I read from Organizational Behavior for a Better Tomorrow by Newbert and Dyke. One of the most important things I took away is the difference between two approaches. The conventional approach, which focus mainly on efficiency and financial performance, and the sustainable approach, which put people, relationship, and long-term well-being at the center. The distinction is really the key to everything for me. So today, my answer to all four questions are guided by the same goal. How do we build a sustainable organization? One where people actually thrive, not just perform. So for question one, what is a perfect supervisor? To me, a perfect supervisor is someone who leads by empowering people, not just managing tasks or pushing numbers. That is exactly what the sustainable approach is about. Newbert and Dyke break down four management function: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Of those four, leading is the one that depends most on personality. It is where you see empowerment in action, given the teammates real autonomy instead of micromanaging. And it is where lead by example matters most. Your own self discipline and the willpower set the tone for the whole team. When those things come together, the clear communication, the honest feedback, and the radical, truthful, and the trust, you start to build what Newbert and Dyke describe as a delightful organization, a place where work feels meaningful. That is what a great supervisor creates. And for question two, what is a perfect team member? A good team member is someone who is reliable, collaborative, and conscientious. Honestly, conscientiousness is a word I learned from this book. And I think it is much better than what I used to say, like take responsibility, be a team player. Those phrases are fine, but conscientiousness captures something more systematic. It means being disciplined, consistent, and generally following through on what you commit to. Newbert and Dyke highlighted it as the strongest Big Five predictor of job performance, and I really think that shows in high performing teams. This connects to the system era in chapter 2. Organizations are interconnected systems. Your attitude, your follow through, how you showed up on a tough day, it all ripped out. A conscientious team member understands what that rip affect and acts accordingly. The third question is, what if I need to recruit someone to my team? Which would be the two interview questions I will choose to get the personality? My first question is, if your manager give you a goal, but you felt unrealistic goal, like the number you have to achieve on sales or something like this, what would you do? This based on a human relation era in chapter 2, the period when the research found that communication and moral directly affect performance. I want to see if someone will speak up constructively or just go quiet. That tells me a lot about their communication style and adaptability under real pressure. And the most important thing is the mindset, because if you can answer this question constructively, which means you really want to take this job and to be conscientious to this job, commit to the result. My second question is, tell me about a time you really want to give up and what kept you going. This one is about willpower. And this is another word I picked up from this book. Before, I might have to say, stay motivated or keep pushing, self consciousness, but willpower is more precise. It is the internal discipline to push through difficulty, even when you really do not feel like it. Newbert and the Dyke connect to the conscientiousness in the Big Five model. It is very hard to train. It's the merits of the personality merits I need to choose from the interviewee. You have it or you do not have it. That's why I need to find out at the early stage. For the first question is, what if I hired the wrong person for the organization? I think an organization is like a ship sailing toward the distant goal. Everyone on boat needs to understand the direction and then do their own job as a part of the power to support the boat keep going. But if you bring the wrong person on board, it's like having someone who steers in the opposite direction or set the sails the wrong way. The whole team can get lost. And especially when difficulty times, that and they always do, the wrong team member can weaken the willpower of the whole group. Morale drops quietly, decisions slow down, and top performers start to disengage. both the culture and the performance will suffer. This is exactly what Nuber and Dyke described through the system era. One misaligned person does not stay contained, their behavior spread through the whole structure. So, hiring the right person is not just an HR decision, it is a strategic one. So, now let me wrap it up. Going back to where I started, the sustainable approach is not just a theory, it is a practical guide for how we lead, how we hire, and how we build a team. Also, include how can we perform as a team member for the team. Putting people first, looking for conscientiousness, and understanding the organization of systems. They're not soft idea. They are what separate organizations that last from those that do not. So that's all the reflection from the book for the last week. Okay, that's everything for today. And thanks for your listening and looking forward to your feedback and questions. Welcome. Welcome. Have a good day.